Let's first install Windows Server 2019, which is going to be our domain controller. So let's go ahead and click on create a new virtual machine. Click on that, just select next on that. Okay, now go ahead and go to browse, and then there go ahead and select your ISO. I am going to select my ISO, which is I am selecting my server eval ISO, that one. Click it open. Go ahead and double click that, and it says Windows Server 2019 detected. We are going to go ahead and hit next. Okay, hit next, and it says uh, give Windows product key, version you want to install, and your full name and password. We don't need anything, just select Windows Server standard port. Select next, and it says you do not enter a product key. Just select next. Give your virtual machine a name. I am giving it a name, Vigilant. You can give it any name, okay? That's not a problem. So go ahead and browse where you want to save the files, okay? I'm going to go ahead and select my K drive, and here I go for Vigilant DC. I already make a folder for that, okay? Now click next. Split the storage, split virtual disk into multiple files. Leave it on 60. Press next. Now if it is checked, unchecked it and go to customize hardware, okay? After customizing hardware, as I told you, I have 32 gig of RAM. I am going it to give it 4 gigabytes of RAM, okay? Also I am giving it total 4 processor, okay? And for now we are going to use a netted network for this. So go ahead and say use bridge one or net one. If you are going to use a bridge one, it will directly connect to your main router. So as we put our all 4 machines including Kali in the VM, so we are going to use netted network. So click so that's all for it. Hit close and click on finish. As I told you, I am giving it a 4 gigs of RAM and 4 total processor. Now see, there's a floppy disk, okay? Floppy drive, we want to make sure this floppy drive is removed, okay? So go on, click on edit virtual machine settings, click on floppy and remove it, because it will cause some installation issues, and it contains a weird file, so we are going to remove it, okay? Now power on this virtual machine, okay? Click in it, click in it and press any key, okay? Press any key. So make sure you do it really quickly and get it boot, otherwise it's going to go into this funky thing and it's not going to work for you. So make sure you press any key really quickly. So this is going to spin up really quickly, and then we are going to go ahead and enter some information, okay? So you install should look like this. It should say Windows Server 2019, and then go ahead and select your languages. I'm going to using English United States for all of this, okay? And I'm going to hit next, and then I'm going to install now, okay? And it's going to start bringing up the setup. So for the magic video, I am going to pause in between on these recording, and when I am going to let them finish, and we are going to go ahead and move on to the next one. So from here, let's go ahead and select Windows Server 2019 standard evaluation, this desktop experience, okay? And we are going to select next, and then when it start installing, I will go ahead and pause. I accept the license terms, okay? hit next. We are going to select custom install. Okay, down here now. Okay, and we have drive 0 unallocated space. Go ahead and select new. Okay, select new, and then we are going to hit apply and say okay. Okay, and you're going to see that it creates a bunch of different partitions for us, and really we only have a little bit here that we need for actually installing, and then the rest is going to be free space when we need it. So let's go ahead and hit next. And now it's going to take a little bit of time to install, so go ahead and let yours install and then meet me back when you are ready for the rest of the steps. Okay, your computer should have restarted and brought you to a screen that look like this, where it says customize setting. So here we have an administrator user and we are going to need to enter a password. Okay, so I am going to be entering in a password of password. Okay, but it's going to be a capital P, then it's going to be the @ symbol, two $signs, a lowercase w, 0, lowercase r and d, and exclamation. Okay, let me show you what that looks like in a notepad. So I'm opening notepad, capital P, @ symbol, two $signs, lowercase w, 0, lowercase r, d, and exclamation. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and type that in one more time and go ahead and hit finish. Capital P, @ symbol, two $sign, lowercase w, 0, lowercase r, d, exclamation. Okay, it should look like this. Go ahead and hit finish, and now it's finalizing our settings. We have this control alt delete to unlock. So so to do that, go ahead and just come up here and send control alt delete and then log in with your new password. See, when I hover over there, it says send control alt delete to this virtual machine. Okay, now I'm going to write my password. Now we are now what are we doing? We are going to need to do is to install our tools. Okay, because it's not full screen. If we click on enter full screen mode, it's not properly a full screen. Okay, so we are going to install tools. If we go to VM, okay, first of all go to your PC, this PC, and see there is a ISO of our installation windows. Okay, so go ahead, go to VM, say install VMware Tools, click on that and select. This is going to allow us to actually have a full screen on this machine. So now it has popped up and said DVD drive VMware Tools. Select, double click on that, run it. Okay, this is going to run the installation. Okay, and then we are going to need to reboot afterwards. So from here hit next. We will do a complete install. Press next and install. Okay, you can, okay, wait for it, it will just take a couple of seconds. Let it install. Okay, you can see that it's already made it a full screen for you, and it says you can restart your system. We will just go ahead and say no. we plan to manually restart. There's a few more things I want to take care of, or at least one. Okay, so go to your start and type sleep settings. Go to there and just select it to never. Okay, so it's stop your PC screen to sleep. Okay, the next thing is go to your start and type uh, view your PC name. See there, view your PC name, and click on rename. We select name, rename this PC right here, and now name this what you want to name your PC. So this is the domain controller. I am going to name it something that is significant, that resemble a domain controller. So for this I am going to name this vigilant dash DC. Okay, give it whatever name you want, and then put a dash, and at the end write down DC. Okay, now my theme is going to be a hacker theme. I kind of like hacking type stuff, so I am going to make this a hacker theme domain controller. You can make this whatever you want, so you can just make this domain controller if you want. Okay, but I am just putting in here vigilant dash DC, and then I am going to say next. It's going to prompt you to restart your computer now or restart it later. Okay, so when this prompt comes up, go ahead and hit restart now, and we will just say another unplanned is fine. Okay, hit continue, let this restart. Okay, so you should be taken to a login screen now. So go ahead and hit Control Alt Delete again. Okay, go ahead and put in your password up here, and you should sign in. Now every time that you load on a server like this, you are going to get this server manager that pops up, and we are going to go ahead and work on installing a domain controller here. So what we are going to do is we are going to go up to manage. Okay, and we are going to say add roles and features up here, and we are going to go ahead and just click next here. Okay, click next here. Role based or feature based installation, we are going to select next again, and then the server selection, click next again, and then the server roles that we want to add, we are going to go ahead and say Active Directory domain services. Okay, right here. So remember ADDS, you see that a bunch of times. That is exactly what it is. Go ahead and say add features. Okay, select next, select next, select next, and then we are going to say install, and go ahead and let this install. Once this is completely installed, go ahead and unpause your video and meet me back here, and we will focus on the rest. Alright, now your feature installation should be complete. Go ahead and hit close. You can see what we have got, this little alert up here. Let's go ahead and click on this flag. Okay, and you can see it says promote the server to a domain controller. So we haven't done that yet. Let's go ahead and do that. And now it's going to ask us for some information. So it's going to say how do we want to deploy this, and we are going to say let's go ahead and just add a new forest. Okay, and what do we want to call this root domain name. Okay, so I am going to call this hacker, just a second, hacker dot local. Okay, hacker dot local. So go ahead and give it something to that effect. Whatever you are going to call your domain, give it that and then a dot local. So we are just saying dot local instead of dot com or dot org, whatever you want your domain name to be. So for me again, hacker dot local. Go ahead and select next, and this might just take a minute. Okay, okay, from here we are going to go ahead and give this a password, whatever password we want for this directory services restore mode. You can make it the same thing like the password we give to our administrator user. So P capital, at symbol, double dollar sign, lowercase w, 0, lowercase r d exclamation. Okay, repeat it again. Okay, now you can make I'm just going to do that and then go ahead and hit next, and we are going to select next for this. This will take a second, and once it loads it should populate your hacker.local name here. Okay, okay, go ahead and select next. Okay, now you are brought to this paths screen, and remember again the NTDS. Okay, remember the NTDS again comes up here, and it says where do you wanna select your database, log files, and etc. Remember, we saw the NTDS in the beginning. Just remember this again. Here is your database folder, okay, log files folder, and sysvol folder, and we talk about this sysvol little bit later. Go ahead and press next. We will hit next again here, and this section may take another second or two to load. Go ahead and pause if you need to. Okay, okay, now you will be brought to this screen that says install. Once you click install, it's going to install everything, and then it's going to automatically reboot the machine when it's done. So be prepared for that. So go ahead and hit install, and let your machine reboot if needed. So now your machine should rebooted, and we can come up here and send Control Alt delete one more time. Now you see it says hacker backslash administrator. Before it says administrator only. Now it says hacker administrator. That means we are logging into a domain of hacker as the administrator. So now your password that you will be using still works. Go ahead and set that up. See, okay, login. Now you are logged in as hacker administrator of this domain. There's a lot of fun stuff that we will be doing with this. So in the next video we are setting the two machines, and we will tie that all together and start building our lab and all that features that we need to actually start attacking that. So I will catch you up in the next video.